The fight of the snake and the big cat is a battle of opposites. The lion relies on paw strikes. The snake has no limbs, but it has poison. Even one bite from a cobra is enough to turn a lion from a king of beasts into a cripple. Convulsions, foaming from the mouth, every breath is difficult. And then the lungs simply fail. And all of this because of a couple of drops of poison. Scared? The lions are panicking too. That's why they hate snakes. Lions are used to fierce battles. A magnificent mane is not an ornament, but something like armor. The claws of other predators just get stuck in it and can get to the throat. In addition, lions have a very strong body and an excellent ability to resist infections. Because during fights, males can inflict a dozen crushing blows on one another. Anyone could leave a deep trace of sharp claws even on a steel plate. But most of the damage will heal in a few days. Such regeneration would be the envy of Wolverine. However, poison is an ultimatum weapon and is on a completely different level, affecting the victim's body from the inside. Whatever the lion is, after a single bite from a cobra or a black mamba, he's doomed. Why? The fact is that snake venom has a complex chemical structure. Surprisingly, the organs that secrete it are descended from ordinary salivary glands. Therefore, snake venom is modified saliva that has received a lot of additives. Each species has its own chemical composition of poison, but those snakes that possess neurotoxins most often intersect with large cats. The effect of this poison looks very frightening. For example, a black mamba bite causes a series of involuntary muscle contractions. The poisoned victim is shocked. She feels that her own body has literally rebelled against her. Convulsions, pain, involuntary movements. The animal from fright can only twitch harder, trying to shake off the effect of the poison. But gradually, the condition worsens. The fact is that the main danger is the impact on specific muscle groups, on those muscles that can take part in breathing. For most animals, it is a reflex process, but still certain muscles are constantly involved in breathing. Just animals, like humans, usually do not pay attention to it. So, a special toxin in the venom of a mamba and cobra plays the role of a neuroblocker. It simply does not allow the nervous system to signal the continuation of contractions of these muscles. As a result, the lungs gradually fail. Surprisingly, it turns out that with all the differences, the main weapon of both snakes and cats is strangulation. It's just that lions block the access of oxygen mechanically by clamping the trachea with their jaws, and snakes strangle more cunningly and cruelly, poisoning the body. However, this is only one of the components of the complex action of the poison. In addition to the gradual cessation of breathing, it also has a devastating effect on the cardiac system, sometimes causing necrosis of the tissues around the bite site. While the bonus is burning pain, swelling, a state of general poisoning. By the way, people feel the same way, so we should avoid the experience of close communication with these reptiles at all costs. There are several types of snakes that can deal with a lion. This is not only a cobra or a black mamba, but also a python, a blue crate, and several types of vipers. But lions are real fighters. They know the price of even one bite, so they try to avoid getting snake throws at any cost. And oddly enough, they succeed. In addition to skirmishes with venomous snakes, they also often fight with pythons. In a fight with the most dangerous snakes, wildcats are often defeated. But panthers have their trump cards. For all their massiveness, lions, and especially females, can boast of lightning-fast reactions. They take advantage of their size to tower over the snake and attack from unexpected angles and sides for the reptile. In this way, they try to stun the enemy. Interestingly enough, in this case, big cats rely little on brute force and do not try to solve the case with one blow. They slowly drive the snake out of itself, exhaust it, and only then, when its movements become sluggish, finish it off. Not every confrontation with a legless reptile and a big cat ends with the victory of the latter, but the lions have a good chances. So it's not just the mongoose and the honey badger that are enemies of African snakes. The most agile big cat is a leopard. This predator is inferior in size not only to lions and tigers, but also to jaguars and even many cougars, which generally do not belong to panthers but to small cats. There is a rare record where an adult cheetah chases a young leopard, although usually the opposite is true. However, do not think that leopards are fearful animals. They're just careful. But if lions and tigers are such men who are something like heavily armed knights of the animal world, then the leopard, of course, is a secret spy, scout, and ranger who has maximized agility, stealth, and of course, charisma. Therefore, leopards not only successfully fight snakes, protecting their lair, but also hunt these reptiles themselves. The most impressive thing is a duel with the enemy in dense thickets. The leopard has to calculate every move. The slightest mistake could end for him fatally. The leopard literally picks out the enemy, who is constantly trying to bite with poisonous teeth. And who are you rooting for? Answer in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a like. The such brave warriors fully deserve it. Leopards are cats that are agile and strong enough to fight the biggest pythons on the planet. Even if the reptile exceeds the panther twice the length of its body, the leopard will not be deterred. The python has no poison, but during the battle it tries to grab the enemy with its teeth. The python's fangs are directed backwards, they are numerous and very sharp like needles, so it is extremely difficult to escape from such a grip and avoid serious damage. If the python can cling tightly, it immediately proceeds to the next step. It tries to wrap itself around the victim, using muscles throughout its body. The snake resembles a huge steel cable, only alive and bloodthirsty. If the reptile is able to carry out its plan, then the leopard will have no chance. After all, the snake will be able to immobilize it. Therefore, a big cat should be extremely careful not to make a single mistake. She tries on for a long time to strike one blow, for which the stake is life. A lightning throw, and the snake's head is in the leopard's mouth. The cat immediately pulls back the reptile's body so that it cannot wriggle out. When hunting other mammals, leopards rarely try to bite through the cervical arteries. Much more often, they strangle the victim. Therefore, they know exactly how to grab by the throat so that the enemy is instantly helpless. Due to the fact that the cat has found the right place to grab with jeweler's precision, the snake simply cannot physically get out and bite back. Let's open up a secret for you all. This place is the back of the snake's head, the base of its neck. If you grab the reptile there, it will no longer be able to use its teeth and will not get it. This technique is used by biologists and serpentologists who catch snakes, as well as researchers who collect venom. Yes, you got it right. Snake venom is harvested by hand, even in the 21st century. No high-tech strays are suitable for such fine work. And during the collection of venom, the snake is held by the same point that the leopard grabbed. How did he know about it? The advantage of the snake in this duel is the length of its body and its enormous strength. Unfortunately, sometimes that's enough to ruin a panther's lair. If an adult can still escape from a snake, then kittens are completely helpless against the reptile. And adult panthers can also be defeated and become a hearty meal for the python. On the other hand, the advantage of the cat is not only agility, but also growth. She looks at the enemy from above and anticipates his movements. If necessary, the leopard can bounce a few feet away without running and almost instantly. In addition, just as a python's teeth are bent inside its mouth to hold prey, so a leopard's claws are not just cold weapons for wounding, but also hooks, which, thanks to a steep bend, can perfectly restrain even the effort of such powerful muscles as a snake 7 to 8 feet long, 2 to 2.5 meters. In addition, the strength of the leopard should not be underestimated. He may be smaller than a lion, but he can jump to the top of a tree crown with an antelope in his teeth in a couple of jumps. If a person had such strength, he could jump